Was last year, John Smoltz, was that the best World Series you've ever seen?
I think you can make the argument from 1 to 7. It was one of the best World Series I've ever seen. We had a lot of incredible games in our Minnesota Atlanta. I don't think anybody really puts a lot of credit going into that World Series. They thought it was going to be a dud, two last place teams. And then all of a sudden, we had a lot of epic games, including game 6 and game 7. But your point's well taken because of the way the Dodgers were built and the way that Toronto was playing. This was a perfect example of how sometimes they talk about experience matters. Well, it only matters when you put yourself in position to execute. And the Dodgers used that experience, and it's the reason they won. I mean, if they play that game in those same situations from game 6 to game 7, 10 more times, there's no doubt Toronto wins 9 of them. But it only takes that one time, and you execute split second. You make the right decisions, the right plays, the right pitches. And I'm not saying that Toronto got tight, but their lack of experience might have cost them in some split second moves that the day before in game 6, they got doubled off to end the game. If you remember in game 7, they got very conservative with their leads and they got thrown out at home plate by a fraction of a foot or an inch. And that lack of lead and that conservative approach unfortunately cost them a World Series. But I say all that because in the moment, when things are happening fast, the team that can slow it down and do the things they have to do, which the Dodgers did, that's why you have to give them credit. Forget about their payroll, forget about their roster. It was about experience. And the Toronto Blue Jays put up, and the Dodgers put up one of the most epic World Series that we're going to see in a long time.